Extrajudicial Execution Victim Families Association Manipur demands suspension of those police personnel charged by CBI in extrajudicial execution cases. Education Minister Dr. Thokchom Radheshyam says colleges will be reopened after all stranded people of Manipur have returned and undergone necessary COVID-19 containment measures. And India reports 27,144 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 22,123. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Afternoon News. I'm Ibethoi Thokchom with the top stories and latest news at this hour. Extrajudicial Execution Victim Families Association Manipur has demanded the state government to suspend those police personnel who have been charged by CBI in extrajudicial execution cases in Manipur. IFAM observed its 11th Foundation Day at the Conference Hall of Human Rights Alert in Kwakai till today. Attendees paid floral tribute to the portraits of 1,528 people who died in the alleged extrajudicial killings in the hands of state police, army and central paramilitary forces. Speaking on the sidelines, IFAM President Akhelambam Renu said the Supreme Court has ordered the CBI to probe 39 cases out of the total 1,528 extrajudicial execution cases in Manipur. She said though the court instructs to complete the investigation by 2018, the CBI has submitted charge sheets for only 14 cases so far. Renu expressed disappointment that those 80 state force personnel who are mentioned in the charge sheets for the involvement in murder and other criminal cases are yet to be suspended by the government. She also condemned that the CBI's charge sheets excluded involvement of any armed force personnel in the cases. Renu demanded the government to issue prosecution sanction grant against the accused personnel and to set up a special CBI court to enable speedy trials of the cases at the earliest. The IFAM president also demanded to allocate budgetary fund to pay compensation to the victim families under CRPC Section 357 Clause A. She urged the central government to instruct the Supreme Court to order the CBI to submit necessary charge sheets of the remaining cases out of the total 39 cases at the earliest. Renu also appealed to Union Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of Defense to grant prosecution sanctioned against those Union Armed Force personnel who are involved in criminal charges.
Akoina try and set thariba charge tawduna myamam leire hojiki oinadi court ki pandemic oibagi maramna khoi covid sigi maramna makha tana cases athabase yamna kirang tapdi tappe adubu aina public da or family side aduga Manipur gi leiriba praja myam da appeal tawningbadi akhoi gi ngasi ifamna chathariba casing asi mihar mipun asi daisida family ki support public support aduga eyewitness biriba akhoi gi maruina witness sing hai tare si sinda phajana cooperate tawbiragadi ngasi akhoina ifamna sangsaliba alising ama chonga gi case ki justice purakpada achauba mai pakba evidence haibadu oigaduribanina masina praja mayangi sayojok aduga makhoi gi support tuna mai pakpa ama gujarakpa oigani.
Education Minister Dr. Thokchom Radheshyam has assured that colleges will be reopened in the near future once all the stranded people of Manipur have returned and undergone necessary COVID-19 containment measures. He was speaking on the sidelines of commencing a cleanliness drive at colleges of the DM University today. Minister Radheshyam opined that a neat and a clean college campus will be conducive for students by providing healthy educational atmosphere. Responding to media query regarding the demand by FEGUCTA to implement 7th UGC pay for government teachers of Manipur, Minister Radheshyam agreed that they are demanding their befitting rights. However, he added that carrying out strike is an unfavorable attitude. He expressed hope that the association will consider the current COVID-19 situation and take a rational decision for the welfare of students' community.
Hojikti like sutamdabanina kahen strikes in angang sing the soningai late afaba yamna samaji khanma kamu adana yam toy toy wari sanai moi angang sing gi guide to na strike to je one manung na dum takpi tami le dan angang sing pakhat kan wai private hai te government hai le te koi phadana to da ka le but private school gi problem si kai no ga lockdown le bin no oja sing se tolo pi da gi moi thok subam se le ta na private school le si tolo sam chawm phang ja pon te adi mathakta government of india guideline ma tung na any kan da akoi lockdown manung si di employees in the action law ba yadi aduga moi tolo pi ga even rent le ba mi ho rent law da thong do na ha bi le bin na akoi na oja sing tolo pi de ko te ha khar la ko da akoi sort out to no to everything was done in good faith.
All Manipur Non-Secretariat Stenographers Association has extended solidarity to the lockout agitation initiated by Manipur Government Services Federation in demand for implementation of 7-pay scale. Speaking to media at Electricity Office Complex in Kaisampa today, General Secretary of All Manipur Non-Secretariat Stenographers Association K. Raj Bihari said that the association has decided to extend solidarity to the Federation as the demand is a reasonable one. He urged the government not to divide stenographers into secretariat and non-secretariat and also to reform the service rule of stenographers at the earliest.
Tongan department leijab orgasu sarkar amagi makha da leiba sab manaba employee sab manaba designation su manaba orgade akoi su why not akoi su kari phanglam thokta bano hai pase kari damta state moderate treatment tawi bano hai pase akoi na matam sang hangaga lakiba adum wahangni maram aduna manipur government gi mafam da appeal tawjari madudi akoi gi sahi nifu mathoi lan khalgalaba service sul chanaba yada bhai je chanhali adu whereas MPS na kari hairi sahi tara suradi chumthokadabani shemdokadabani matam gu sunan gadabani haiba tawrgasu akoi gi wariba posi gi damakadi ngasi Karim to consider to be there, the Marmoga Queen changes on Jerry Kudimaxe, Arimada Tar, Matam Sana, Lerkuna Marmoidana, Chanel Mayama, Quigi Manga, Sapigre, Makwe Mayama, Secretary Korga Scenery, Sinabayaba Sinner Matunda, promotion Amata Peter Makoise, Aduma, my department, Amuhala Pension Chalenmark.
Apunba Irepaki Mahairoi Singlup, Sinpanglup aims in a press release urged the state government to take necessary actions against those who establish schools for mere profits. It also demanded to allow admission for those students who secured low marks or pass in compartment instead of only admitting toppers. Thokchom Lairak Welfare Association and Women Welfare Association Thokchom Lairak carried out a tree plantation drive around Thokchom Lairak today as a part of the month-long Van Mahotsav celebration. President of Women Welfare Association Thokchom Lairak K. Aruna, General Secretary L. Jibolata, Executive Members, President of Thokchom Lairak Welfare Association S. Devin, General Secretary N. Robindro and club members took part in the drive. Speaking to media, President of Women Welfare Association Thokchom Lairak K. Aruna appealed to people of the area to cooperate in taking care of the saplings planted today.
Posi malengi oina sabgi changche hingala pasida akoina khajitang kanba ngamgadraina akoina using je thajabani aduga akoina thariba using che hawra ibana harwan singna su support ta honingi moida su u thabagi thanimagi apam se leheningeba aduga akoi u thabada nate akoi basida lairiba lambi sorokta klab ya ko bera tarba plastic jereng chekau phata mayam se akoi khunbada su akoi awaba mo ijayeba akoi.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases, national news and sports news. Keep watching Impact News.
Ichabu mahitam hanba haibasi mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudoni. Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjuningai oiraba, mahei tampam ama oiriba, khwaidigi junaraba mafamda semgatlaba, CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Ichasingbu admission tawidana mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudol oibiu, ichagi phazabalam chak sajati ahombadu ubiu, Slopland Public School Thokchom.
Panther Group of Companies presents Panther Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by National Housing Bank, wholly owned by Reserve Bank of India, provides subsidized home loan under PMAY CLS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panther Microfin deals with microfinance activities only. Panther Nidhi Limited provides loan against fixed deposit, loan against property, etc. Panther Constructions Private Limited facilities. Booking started for real estate residential projects of flats, villas or row houses, etc. For more details, kindly contact Panther Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies or report Rangbam Leitlai Info.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Afternoon News. India has reported 27,144 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's confirmed cases have reached 8,20,916, out of which 2,83,407 are active cases. Death toll has reached 22,123 and recoveries are 5,15,385. Country's recovery rate stands at 62.78%. Maharashtra is on top with above 93,000 active cases. Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR said that a total of 2,83,659 tests were conducted by various laboratories in the country in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 1,26 lakh people. Over 5,62,000 people have died and recoveries are over 73 lakhs so far. USA is on top with nearly 17 lakh active cases and total deaths of above 1,36,000. India is at third place in the world. Total active cases of COVID-19 in Northeast states have crossed 7,800, including Manipur in the last 24 hours. Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 15,536, out of which 5,650 are active cases. Tripura's total confirmed cases have reached 1,931, out of which 545 are active cases. Nagaland's confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 743, out of which 439 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 335, out of which 213 are active cases. There are 41 active cases in Sikkim, 83 in Mizoram, and total 139 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya. World Health Organization has set up an independent panel to review its handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and the response by governments. The announcement follows strong criticism by US President Donald Trump, which accused the World Health Organization of being China-centric. Former New Zealand Prime Minister Helen Clark and former Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf have agreed to head the panel. The co-chairs will select the other members. The panel will then provide an interim report to an annual meeting of health ministers in November and present a substantive report next May. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said that the magnitude of this pandemic has virtually touched everyone and deserves a commensurate evaluation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio on July 26. It will be the 67th episode of the monthly radio program. In a tweet, Prime Minister Modi has asked people to share inspiring anecdotes of how collective efforts have brought about positive changes and transformed many lives. People can send their inputs for Mann Ki Baat by dialing 1800117800 and record a message. They can also share inputs on the specially created open forum on the Namo app or on MyGov. Six insurgents were killed in an encounter with security forces in Konsa area of Arunachal Pradesh in the early hours today. Military sources said one soldier of Assam Rifles was injured in the operation and he is being evacuated to a military hospital. They said all the insurgents killed in the operation are likely to be from Naga militant outfit NSC and IM. The encounter took place around 4:30 a.m. 6 weapons along with warlike stores were recovered from the area. Now the sports news. Newly appointed officiating president of Hockey India, Gyanendra Ningombam, was felicitated at the residence of President of Manipur Hockey Vasudev in Thangal Market today. Veteran Hockey player Gyanendra Ningomba has taken an active role to promote Manipur hockey. He served as Chief Executive Officer of Manipur Hockey from 2009 to 2014 and as Vice President from 2014 to 2018. He has trained many hockey players at grassroots level in various districts of the state. Speaking to media, Gyanendra Ningombam said he will give all-out efforts to mold budding hockey players of India to present them at various international level championships. President of Manipur Hockey, Vice President and executive members of Manipur Hockey were present on the occasion.
President Wina, Hockey, President, first and foremost task is to Indiana Nupam Sunupiki Olympic Games, young qualified like team Aniasi. To some extent, by Hugo Vaiku, victory Podum Kadavia, they have Masimak Visitor Council members in the Masoki, Nagi staff Singdaina, and Bonaiki, Taxo again and Tamjagani, Masimuk Sumamna, Yaberkan Abigail, Pataja doing on the Leji. In terms of Kogi, Maribu State, Kuna, Manipurgi, Hockey, popularity Sangda, Kaitang Handana Legaso, Ekoigi, Sanoi, Singasina, Yamna Wang, the participant of Bonina, Hockey, Nagi Ming, the Ekoi Manipur, one of the best half in India, Haidana, Labania, the Bona, Madam Warga, Ekoigi, Manipur Hockey, Hockey, and Asuki Matikar Slay, being a former Senior Vice President in Hockey, the Sang, Yoger, Kogi, another than Kangjabakaras in Manipur Hockey, Akanma, so what the basis of Pidana, always important factor line that Tambani. Masama Kogi, Sanoi Singina, Koda, people contribution, Icona, Makobu, Shamgachabagi, Konamokobu, Sakolana, Honazabagi, Mahido, Manipurokina, Panjaban, Habismus, Tamjaga.
Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Extrajudicial Execution Victim Families Association Manipur demands suspension of those police personnel charged cited by CBI in extrajudicial execution cases. Education Minister Dr. Thokchom Radheshyam says colleges will be reopened after all stranded people of Manipur have returned and undergone necessary COVID-19 containment measures. India reports 27,144 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 22,123. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Have a great afternoon and stay safe.